Hi Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your May 16th, 2022 full moon, lunar eclipse, super blood moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into the safe and loving space. Now Cancer, the very interesting thing about this full moon and this lunar eclipse is that it brings the earth directly between the sun and the moon. And in this brief moment of alignment, the sun's radiance, which symbolizes the ego, all right, and all that is immediately visible in our world courses through the earth and into the moon, which is the domain of the internal and the invisible. The moon carries our history. It exposes, okay, here, it is exposed by the sun, okay, in the sun's light, and it reveals suddenly and profoundly truth that needs to be seen, truth that needs to be heard from our history, from ourselves. And this is going to be immensely powerful for us, Cancer, because we are ruled by the moon. So this is going to be a time that kind of lays us bare, that shows us what maybe we'd rather hide away from, or we would not want to see. So let us look at the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. It's the moon. And that's it. We would rather hide away right now from ourselves, from what we need to look at, from what is calling us forward and having us see. The moon also represents Pisces energy in the tarot. So Pisces is ruled by Neptune. I'm just hearing our dreams, our dreams. There is something that we dream of. There is something that we deeply want, and yet we're not feeling comfortable being able to step into. So just being aware of this and being aware of us during this time is going to be very important. It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the third eye chakra. It's clarity. All of a sudden, we're going to be seeing things a lot more clearly, a lot more openly, a lot more honestly than we have been before. Remember, with this lunar eclipse, with this full moon in Scorpio, we dive deep into our feelings, into our emotions. The super blood moon comes because this is a lunar eclipse. It comes because the earth is so close to the moon, so, you know, everything, it's super, it's bigger. The blood moon is the color from this eclipse. And so here, it's going to show us the change that we need to see. It's going to show us more clearly what we need to embrace. Meaningful emotions are going to be enhanced, and they're going to be something that we need to exchange during this time. If we don't, we feel like we're not doing it right. We feel like we're dancing without any music, or without, it's like without any music, without any rhythm. There's no beauty, there's no soul to it. We have to be very aware of that. The clarity comes in, but it also carries with it a certain level of magic and expression that needs to guide us forward, that needs to be a part of us during this time. Now, we're going to be doing a Celtic Cross with the moon cards. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. This one first. This one second. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. All right. So let's turn everything over. Okay. So where we are now is the full moon in Cancer. We're very much embracing ourselves right here, right now. And it says a personal issue is reaching resolution. We're very connected with who we are, with what we want, but we're also very much intertwined during this time with our own needs, our own desires, our own trauma drama. So that's going to be something to be very aware of. Things are just going to be a bit more magnified for us during this time. Our challenges, it's balance. It's feeling balanced within ourselves. It's finding balance within us, around us, for us, guiding us. And what we need to focus on is the fact that luck is on our side. The fact that we don't need to know everything right off the bat. We don't need to have everything perfectly set up, perfectly balanced, perfectly, manicured. It's like it can be a little bit messy. We are still taking aim. Luck is still on our side. We're still being guided. And it leads us then to our past and to trust in our past, to trust in the way that we're moving forward in the present and now, to know that there is more here than meets the eye. And as we move into that trust, and as we trust our past and we trust our history, because that's going to be one of the things that's hard for us, Cancer. It's not just simply trusting the history, it's trusting the moon. It's trusting us. It's trusting that we're building towards something meaningful, something purposeful, something powerful. It brings us then to our strength, which is the answers you need are coming. And it's not only that our strength is that the answers we need are coming. It's like we're asking the right questions. We're diving deeper into things. We're looking at things. We're contemplating things. We're gaining an understanding. Our strength is that the answers are coming and that we're actually hearing them. I see our strength and I just keep on seeing ears. It's like it's listening. It's connecting. One of our greatest strengths during this time, and probably just like in our life in general, is the fact that we're able to hear. We're able to pull out the knowledge. It moves us then to our near future, which is faith. Have faith that what is being built around us is substantial and will last. Have faith in the way that we're moving forward, in what we're moving forward to, and in what we need, and in what we are. It brings us then to, our suggested approach to things. And it says, don't let your past hold you back. It's going to be so easy to say, well, it's been preordained, or it has to be just like this. Do not let your past hold you back. Just because it once was does not mean it is still forever going to be. It moves us to what we need to know. And that's beauty. We need to know beauty. We need to connect with beauty. We need to understand beauty during this time and for ourselves. There's going to be, I don't know, I keep on seeing gray. There's an austereness during this time. I don't know if we're very much into, monotone colors, kind of thing, monochromatic, everything. Or we just minimalism, simplicity. We want that, but we still need beauty. We still need expression. We still need for there to be gloriousness there, for there to be just a sense of awe. The beauty needs to be there. And we need to take time to see the beautiful, because we can have beauty all around us, and yet we're not connecting with it. We're not seeing it. And that's hurting us in a way that we don't realize. It moves us then to our hopes and our fears. What do you need to release? Our hope and our fear is, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? What do you hope for that you need to let into the world? What do you fear that you need to release so it's not a chain around us anymore? What do we want? Where do we want to be? What is it that we desire? And then the potential here is the darkness. It is the quiet. The future is the new moon that comes. It is the progression of ourselves. There's the spotlight, and then there's the shadow. Everything is progressing. We ourselves are progressing. We're going to think that everything needs to have an answer, a reason, a purpose, a place, a time, an understanding. It doesn't. Some things just need to be, and they need to be a little bit messy. I'm just seeing kids finger painting. There's nothing neat about it, but there's beauty in it. There's expression in it. There's greater understanding in it. There's also grow and play and joy. We're going to find all of that. But we need to get a little bit messy. We need to let ourselves, release and be and just express. Let's look at what the tarot has to say. We're going to do one card from each deck. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Oh, goodness. And show me clearly, angels. Okay, this one right here. And spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. So what we have is our past, our present, and our future. So we start here with the Five of Wands. Our past is chaos. It's fighting. It can even be, things that were supposed to be jokey, fun, lighthearted. It progressed. It didn't take on that jokey, lighthearted, fun air. So be very mindful of this. Be very mindful of the chaos that holds us back. Be very mindful of the fact that we're used to chaos. We're used to chaos, and that's going to be something that we just feel very comfortable with and very comfortable in. Even though we want things to be peaceful and calm, we feel comfortable in the chaos, in the commotion. So being aware of that and calling that out, it is going to be very important for us. It leads us then to our present, which is the Death card. And this is the full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio energy. Scorpio is represented by the Death card in the major arcana. We are transformed. This is a time where we're looking at secrets. We're looking at things more deeply, more openly, more honestly than we have before. It's not always what it seems. And that's going to be something that's hard for us to understand, but also it's going to be something that's empowering for us to understand. It's not always what it seems, and there is profound transformation here. It leads us to our future, which is the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is us. We move forward strongly and profoundly, carrying what we love. The Ten of Wands, well, that's being overburdened. That's holding on to too much. It is also a sense of, I need to fix everything. I need to hold on to everything. I can't let anything go. I'm not only seeing, I can't let anything go, but I'm seeing it from childhood. It's like I was supposed to fix it. I was supposed to take care of it. I was the one who handled this. And so we grew up, with that armor on, with that sense of there are impossible burdens that we are supposed to carry, that we are supposed to, move forward with. It's weighing us down. Why are we doing this to ourselves? We're overburdened. In our future, we need to release that which is keeping us from being creative, keeping us from being intuitive, keeping us from being powerful. And we need to embrace that we are strong and independent and beautiful and determined and focused. But we don't need to keep the shield up all the time anymore. The armor on all the time. Because it's exhausting us. To sleep in your armor. To be fully guarded all the time. That's not a way to be. Especially for somebody with such a beautiful heart, Cancer. For such a beautiful way of expressing. It's kind of like we dove too deeply in once upon a time. And now we thought, oh no, now I have to protect myself. It's time to dive deeply into ourselves again. Have clear and profound boundaries, yes. But it's time to dive into ourselves again. And let ourselves be transformed by what we find. And what's important. We've reached the end of a cycle. And in the future, we're going to see we've reached the end of a cycle with what we're carrying, what we're taking on, what we're putting on our shoulders. And we're starting to find ourselves again. It moves us to our subconscious lunar energy. And that is the new moon and the full moon. The new moon says a new start is coming. The full moon says power. A new start is coming within our own power, but within the many faces of us, as we are the moon, and we are the changing faces and deep desires of our emotions and what we want and what we love. It moves us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and it's the 10 of Cups. We need to be mindful of looking at what we love and judging it against what everybody else loves, what everybody else wants, what everybody else needs, and finding ourselves wanting. It is time to embrace our hearts openly and beautifully. It brings us then to our subconscious chakra energy, meditation, the crown chakra. Looking at ourselves and calming down our world and just connecting. Connecting with where we need to be, connecting with what's important to us, and having that open our hearts. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot energy, which begins with the hangman. We're not seeing things the same way. All of a sudden, it feels as if life was turned on its head. As if, what we're looking at doesn't have the same meaning it once did. We're opening up our eyes. We're seeing ourselves. But we're also seeing the rest of the world in a very different way. And it's not going to jive with everybody else. And that's going to be something that's upsetting and overwhelming, but it's also going to be something that's really important. It leads us then to the Eight of Pentacles. In our present, there's a lot of hard work. Our past was the fact that we didn't see things the same way as everyone. We could have felt different, other. Now we're working hard, we're dedicating, we're determined. We're putting the time and the effort in. And as we put the time and the effort in, it brings us to the Six of Wands. It brings us to the future of celebration, of success, of feeling connected and a part of something greater. And it's also holding our heads up high and saying, this is me, this is what I want, and this is what I need. And this is what I'm heading for and what's important. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and intensity of this time, of this moon, and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Cancer, and may you have a blessed moon.